Good afternoon everyone, my name is Lewis. Welcome back to the channel. I hope I find you all in good health. On today's episode we have an international flavour, but as per usual I've picked out 3 albums from the vault. I'm going to talk about each album in turn and why I would recommend them to you. So straight out of the gate is a 1976 release by a gentleman called Clive Alexander, otherwise known as Clive Zanda, and the album is called Is Here With That Kinda Ting. There we go. Yeah, it's quite a nice cover there. Quite like that one. This is a joyous journey through the musical mind of Mr. Zanda. It's a lush Caribbean stroke calypso infused experiment that certainly pays off in this particular case. There are some fine and underrated examples of piano work on this album, with interesting and entertaining compositional vistas to be heard. Yeah, it's quite a mouthful, but when you do get to listen to it, you'll kind of get what I mean. And definitely, these compositions are played with a verve and swagger, which I really appreciated. The tracks that I would look out for on this particular album are Major to Minor, Caribbean Lullaby, and Ogun. I would also say there's one notable member of the band who I think should be singled out for special attention, because I really did enjoy his work on this particular album, and that is Michael Tobaz on drums. I thought he did a really good job on this one. You may struggle to find this particular one, this album. Not that it's expensive in any way, it's just finding it, which is probably going to be more of the issue. See if it's for you, have a listen to it on one of the streaming sites. If it is for you, I think it's worth the effort of chasing it up. But as I said, I don't think it's going to be that expensive to purchase. It's just finding it. So that's today's first album. The second album today was released in 1963, and it's by a gentleman called Chris MacGregor and the Castle Lager Big Band, and the album is called Jazz, The African Sound. Yeah, it's a really nice cover. That's powerful. I really like that. I thoroughly enjoyed this album from beginning to end, and I can't speak more highly of this work. In my humble opinion, this is top tier jazz. And yeah, I'm biased, there's a certain jazz sound that I like, but this had all the elements that I really enjoy in a jazz album as such. Hardly any fillers on this. In fact, I can't think of one off the top of my head. So it's a really nice journey, this one. The compositions and style of playing, to me at least, are truly evocative of the era in which this album was released, hence the 60s. And you can call me crazy, or being overly romantic, but I really do think this band could have played for or been the house band for Sinatra in Vegas or the Rat Pack in general. I think they've got a certain style, a poise and dignity which would have fitted in with that type of material which the Rat Pack and Sinatra in particular was really famous for. The tracks that I would highlight from this album are Switch, Eclipse at Dawn, and lastly I Remember Billy. Really good tracks. The musicians who I would highlight from this particular album are Dudu Pakwana on saxophone, Sami Maritz on bass, and Early Mabuza on bass. It's a big band, but those three in particular done a really nice job. Um, in getting this on vinyl might be a bit pricey. I'm not talking about outrageous, but yeah, it might be quite hard to get it on vinyl. I have no idea about CD, whether this is even available. Check out those three tracks, see what you think, see if it's something that will fit into your catalogue of music. But I can't speak, as I said before, I can't speak highly enough of this album. I really did enjoy it. Thoroughly pleased that I have it in my collection. And that's not to wind you up. It's just, yeah, I'm just pleased with myself that I took a chance on it. So that's today's second album today. And last but not least is a taste of jazz from Japan. And this is a 1973 release. Let's see if I can get it without reflection. I'll try my best. Let's try it that way. Yeah, that seems to be a bit better. Again, really nice cover. Enjoy that. I like the energy. This is the Hiroshi Fukumura Quintet, and this is an album called Morning Flight. For me, at least, this is a fabulous example of how good jazz can be. Along with Julian Priester's Polarization, which you may have heard me mention in a previous episode. This is another outing where the trombone is the lead instrument in this particular LP. Even strangely enough, this is a case where there's two trombonists in prominent positions on this particular album. So yeah, something a little different for you to experience. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. Although by design, this is an earnest and introspective affair, this album has a lovely balance between the lullaby modal jazz sound or compositions and more hard-hitting, pulsating material. So I think there's something for everyone on this particular album. Tracks that I would recommend from this particular album are Imagination, Opus 1, Winter Song, and Soldier in the Rain. Have a listen to those three. I think you're going to be impressed by the band and how good they are. Notable musicians on this album are Satomu Akada on bass, Hiroshi Tamaru on piano, and Shigeharu Makai on trombone. Now, as you well know, I normally trip up on names which don't have British or English origins. So tried my best with the Japanese. I've been watching a bit of anime recently, so hopefully I haven't butchered those names too badly, but do forgive me if I have. Check out this album. I would put it in the category of a no-brainer. But yeah, you might have a little bit of an issue finding it. Japanese albums, jazz ones, tend to appear and disappear quite quickly. So seek it out if it's to your taste. No idea again on CD whether this is available, but I think you can still find this on vinyl. Prepare to dig deep into your pocket to get it. But yeah, by listening to it, hopefully you'll agree with me that it's something worth having in your collection, and it'll be worth it in my opinion. So that's the last album for today. Thank you so much for joining me once again. It's been an absolute honour and a privilege to spend time with you. If you've enjoyed the content, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. And if you have any suggestions for me by way of albums that I should be looking out for, please let me know in the comments section. So, until the next episode, please do look after yourselves, and I will see you soon. All right, take care. Bye bye.